Hi, I'm Shane with etrailer.com. Today I'm going to go over the best wiring options for your 2020 BMW X5. Here on the right we're going to have the Curt. Here in the center we're going to have Tekonsha's ZCI wiring harness. Here on your left we're going to have Tekonsha's heavy-duty upgraded wiring harness. All of these are going to have a lot of similarities and they're going to have a lot of differences. Here with our Curt, you're going to see we're going to get a total kit. We're going to have fuse holder, we're going to get our wiring to run to our battery, our quick connects, our dust cap to help protect our connections on our 4-pole plug, keep any dirt or anything like that from clogging up the holes, and you're going to get some zip ties to help hold your wiring in place. With this kit, it is going to have to be tied into or spliced into the factory wiring, but you'll notice here on the front of the converter box that each one of the wires are going to be labeled to tell you what each wire does. With our Curt wiring, we're going to have 5 amps per circuit for our stop and turn signals, 7.5 amps per circuit for our tail lights. With our Tekonsha ZCI wiring, this one is going to hook up a little bit different. We are going to attach them to the factory wiring. However, with the ZCI, we don't have to actually splice them to the wiring. The wiring is actually going to feed right inside of this box. You close the lid and the pulse actually sends the signal through the box into the wiring. The ZCI wiring kit is also going to have or come with the fuse holder, your fuse. It's going to come with your ring terminal for your battery connection, your wiring to connect to your battery, zip ties to help clean up your wiring after you've got it installed. The difference between the two is the ZCI kit, the dust cover is actually going to be attached to the plug, where the Curt, it's not. Another thing I really like for installation purposes is on the side of each one of these boxes, it's going to tell you what wire is doing what. With this kit, you're going to have 4.2 amps per circuit for your stop and turn signals, 7.5 amps per circuit for your tail lights. With our Tekonsha heavy duty upgraded kit, again, this one you're going to have to splice into the factory wiring, but the difference between this and the other two is, being the heavy duty, it's going to have a pulse width modulation setup in it. So the converter box is going to give full power to the trailer. Say your trailer has a few extra lights on it or more lights on it than some of the normal trailers. This is going to allow full power to go to those lights, so when you activate those lights, the lights don't dim. This kit is also going to come with everything that I've mentioned with the other two. However, it's going to have one extra fuse, and it's going to have 3 ring terminals, and it's going to come with your connectors to connect your wires to the factory wiring. Along with that, it's also going to have a tester, which your other two are not going to have that. With the heavy-duty upgraded kit, you are going to have to follow the instructions to tell you which wires do what. This one's going to give you 4.2 amps per circuit for your stop and turn signals, 7.5 amps per circuit for your taillights. Now, one of the big key factors in a similarity with these is they're all going to have converter boxes. And what the converter box does is it protects the factory wiring on the BMW if there's a wiring issue with the trailer. Each one of our converter boxes is going to have a potting material inside. And what that does is it fills a hole inside of the box. When you compare this to a converter box that doesn't have the potting material, what tends to happen is where the wires connect onto the circuit board, let's say you're traveling down, you're kind of off-road a little bit. What happens is the vibration in the box causes those wires to come loose off the circuit board. With this potting material filling the hole inside of that box, it holds those wires onto that circuit board so that vibration does not disconnect them. Now, with all 3 of these having the potting material inside the box, it's going to make the box and the wiring, the circuit board, water resistant. So typically these are mounted inside the vehicle. If you wanted to mount them outside, you're not going to have to worry about the inside of the box corroding or anything like that. Now, if you notice, the converter boxes are a little bit different sizes. However, on the BMW, if you're mounting it inside the vehicle, there is quite a bit of space, so we're not going to have to worry about trying to find somewhere to mount it. Another thing I want to mention about the ZCI, although it may seem easy to hook up, which it is, again, you just laying your wire in there, you don't have to splice into it, but there is a setup process. What I mean by that is, once you put your wire in there, you're going to have to go through each one of the signals so that the box can read whatever signal is coming through that wire. So even though this may seem a little bit easier, it is going to take about the same amount of time as the other two would be to install. In my opinion, if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with the HD, the heavy duty converter kit, so that if I have a trailer that maybe I want to add more lights on, I know this kit is going to allow those lights to get full brightness and not dim down like maybe the other two may. Again, I'm Shane with etrailer.com. I hope this video has helped you in deciding the best wiring options for your BMW X5.